if you're gonna go outside, look out for rabid animals. There's an uptick in rabid animals in the state currently, and you know, they're not rabid about like politics. I mean, they're rabid about like flesh, which, you know, we talk about being rabid, you know, in different terms usually, but it's good to be reminded, you know, what the real thing is. You know, it's much worse. Like, they're rabid fans of Star Wars, you know. It's not like, I mean, I've been bitten by as many Star Wars fans as I have been bitten by actual rabid animals. I've had a weird life. You. Fruit fly in liquid. So, what else could be? What else do I do? What do I have to do now? Well, I'm stupid. If you're stupid, then that would explain a lot. If we're all stupid, that would explain a lot. Like, maybe we're all stupid. It's the freaking weekend. That's right, baby. We got the seltzers, the fucking the Rio Red Grapefruit. This is ranch water. Is for, I think it's for men who are like very insecure about, too insecure in their masculinity to just drink seltzer. It's not why I drink it. It doesn't have a lot of sugar, and I don't like a lot of sugar. But I think Sam Elliott does the commercials, and this is how he talks, alright? Hey, I'm Sam Elliott. I got a horse. I got a ball. George Bush. I guess I can do Bush. But I don't want to. So, pay me. Pay me first. How about that? Let's do a little capitalism to each other. Come on. See, I'm inventing new slang. Like, you think I'm not doing anything out here? I'm fucking working. I'm at work. This is my job. And if you're in Dublin today, shout out to my Dublin fans. Shout out to my fans in Dublin. There's 1,200,000 and more growing every day. Go Dublin. So on today's stock update, S&P 500, Dow, Nasdaq, it went sideways, flew off. Just disappeared. Nobody knows where it is. No more Dow, sorry. Sorry about it. We're not sure what happened. Now the real stock update is everything went up, and then it went down, and then it went up, and then it went down, and then it went up, and then it went down, and then it pretty much finished not that far where it started. Here's a game to be kind of excited about. City Skylines 2 looks like it's shaping up to be pretty good. There haven't been a lot of like great, like relevant game releases to me. What came out today? Baldur's Gate 3, right? That shit's all like Diablo to me. I don't even know if it's the same kind of game. Just the title reminds me of Diablo. Or Dark Souls. It's probably like Dark Souls, because everything's like Dark Souls now. This has been Video Game Corner, brought to you by Chrysler. Doesn't matter if you drive it into a lake, nobody needs to know. Chrysler. That's a weird message. So under our next feature, I live on Drury Lane, you know, where the Muffin Man lives. I'm actually kind of catty corner from him. And at night, there's all kinds of weird shit going on. There's weird characters coming in and out of there at odd hours. It's very suspicious. I don't know what the Muffin Man is cooking in there. I mean, are muffins like narcotics? Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe the laws have changed. I don't pay attention to the news. I just assume anything can be true. If anything else is happening, you can just email me. Like, I don't know anything about who the president is. I don't know the alphabet. I don't know numbers. Like, if you're asking me, like, is 7 bigger than 6? I have to say I'm not really, I don't know. I don't care. Which luckily I don't really understand time either, because it's based on knowing the order of the numbers, so I don't know what time it is. Is 12 p.m. bigger than 11 a.m.? I don't know. That doesn't even make any sense. Do you see how stupid your silly numbers are? It's ridiculous. I want no part of it. I'm doing this on the taxpayer's dime. If you don't know, a portion of the defense budget goes to my stream. It was really just a bank account routing error. I don't know how it happened, but I'm just writing the income off on my taxes. Like, this is just for all the missiles that I made for the government, so it works. So I'm doing good. Things are going pretty well. Excellent. And pristine. Why isn't pristine like a girl's name? I'm just saying ethnically or like generationally. A name for girls that should have come up would have been pristine, but it never did. You've never met a pristine. I defy, if you've met a pristine, approach the stand. Prove this person exists. Give me a picture of their driver's license. Give me their social security number. Give me their bank account information. I need to move some of this money around. Like, they can have some if they want. It's starting to look a little weird. I have an interesting life. What can I say? And if your name's pristine, come here. Literally, my number is 207-939-8528. Call me. Prove to me that you exist. I expect my phone to never ring again, because that would be the only reason it would be ringing. Nobody fucking calls me anymore. It's all text now, or Snapchat for me. Text it, brother. That's what the whole stream has been building up to. Just text me. That's what I'm saying. That's my message. If you're a fan of Clifford the Big Red, the dog. I have Clifford the Big Red Dog. I have him in my phone, and he texts me sometimes. He actually uses dictation, obviously, because how else would that work? And he just said bark, bark, bark. So, I mean, this person says they're Clifford the Big Red Dog. I guess I don't know. I haven't really met him, but he claims to be. So am I getting dogfished? I always told myself I would never fall for this, but here I am. I got reeled in by another person who's pretending to be the worm who drives the apple around in the Richard Scarry books. I thought he was the real fucking deal. He told me some pretty personal stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure it was really him. And, like, he was getting a divorce, and he was, getting a bunch of worm diseases. I said, dude, you need to talk to somebody about this. He said, I am talking about it with you. You're my friend. I said, I love you, worm, from the Richard Scarry books. And then he started selling me Bitcoin, and I bought it because I felt bad for him. But now I think it was just a scam. And Waldo from Where's Waldo, he and I actually, he's real, like, we're actually good friends. And I always say, like, hey, where are you? And he'll drop a pin, and I'll be like, I found Waldo. It's really fun. It's always a 7-Eleven bathroom down the street. And if you have any thoughts about that, if you have any thoughts or regrets or anything you want to tell me about, send it to me and I'll burn it just in case it has anthrax. I'm still worried about anthrax, so sorry. And that's all. If you want, well, no, that's not it. If you want to send me cheat codes for, like, Bilbo Baggins goes to 2nd grade. I think I played that on SNES back in the day. Good game. He dies at the end. It doesn't make any sense. Is that to imply that Bilbo Baggins entered elementary school late in life? But I'm pretty sure Bilbo's death has already been established in the lore, and if they're using his name, then they have the blessings of the J.R.R. Tolkien estate, surely. It's been one of the weeks where you have to just be. You just have to be. I mean, what else can you possibly do? You just have to exist. I recognize the transience of it. I guess that's the foothold I've gained. Everything doesn't feel like it's forever anymore. There's more forever tacked on to the end of what I thought forever was. It's just kind of extended out. And it gives you a different perspective, I guess. In my exploration of it, I don't feel like I was pushing I didn't feel like I was pushing from the end of wanting to find justification for something. Maybe that draws it in part, but it was also, it feels like it's equally coming from the opposite side, so it's almost an equal force. It's like two things meeting. It's you and everything else meeting. That's it. And if you get enough of that, then you're good to go. It's pretty simple, but also very difficult. But not really difficult. We made a story about how it's difficult, and now we believe it, and now we have to unbelieve it. Because at the core of so much of what goes wrong is just choices. It's just free will. All that's constructive is realizing that you're interconnected, and what you do, no matter what it is, it matters. It doesn't matter the perceived magnitude, it's just the fact that you're sharing it. You're sharing the experience. And that it's authentic and genuine. Because if it's not, then it's not really you. It's just a construct interacting with other constructs. There's nothing happening there. Because you are just an idea. So if you want to satisfy you, you'd be satisfying an idea, which doesn't make any sense. And your idea of you is in constant flux anyway, so of course it's an idea. If it was more than an idea, it wouldn't change based on... Like if someone says something to me, now my personality is different because I'm around this person, or I'm in this particular environment under these circumstances. That proves that it's just an idea. So why are you trying to satisfy it? That kind of thinking is as insane as like treating a company as if it's a person. Like when like really annoying bosses are like, we have to do this for the company. Obviously, the company is just an idea, ultimately. And it's okay to say that in a motivating way, but ultimately, obviously, it's not real. Nobody actually thinks it's real. They shouldn't. And neither should you think that what you are is anything more than that. It's like you're treating yourself like a company. You're doing capitalism to yourself, and it's hot. But it's not hot. It's just a feedback loop of delusion that is in your control. You just have to gain cognizance of it, which is a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I'm just figuring out how to do it. I don't know. But I feel like I feel like I have a better... I don't know. It feels more transparent, and I can see through it, and I can see where it comes from. I can see the inner machinations. I have a strange subconscious, almost like primal fear of like large machines that are in the dark. Like submechanophobia, if I see the propeller on like a giant ship and you see the little tiny diver going up to it in the dark and you can't quite see how far back it goes, that's very, very, very terrifying to me. And so is like any like large machines making a lot of noise in the dark where you can't see. At a job I used to work at, there was a building exactly like that, and I had to go in and empty the trash, and there was never anyone in there, which made it kind of spooky, and it was dark, but I would have to walk across to turn the switch on, so I'd have to go through the dark room into the dark machinery that I couldn't see. And some days I was like, fuck the trash, honestly. It's fine if someone's Gogurt is in there for more than a day. I associate the image on a subconscious level. The subconscious works by connecting images and meaning. That's what symbols are. And the subconscious works through symbols. So maybe that's a message coming through in a symbol. Because it can't, otherwise it can't represent what the subconscious is, because it's immaterial. I just figured everything out. That makes a lot of sense. It makes so much sense to me. It's almost too much sense. I wish it made less sense. I mean, ultimately nothing really makes sense. I just assume I don't know anything. Get Socratic about it, why not? Because you don't know anything. You have no idea. Nobody knows. And that's fine. It's fine. I mean, that leaves a lot of room. If you're somebody, stop If you want, unless you want to keep doing it, then it's fine.